What's up with your family? It's your boy, the Brenda Baby Remio. I'm back, having some technical difficulties with my last session. Might have been the ancestors. Might have been the ancestors tell me to shut the fuck up. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real on this one. I know when my ancestors are telling me, hey. Now you can go talk about it. Have some third eye talk. But playing this audio, that's out of the question. And that's what the ancestors was telling me. So I ain't gonna feed into the bullshit. I'm not gonna play his video, but I do want y'all to hear, because I can't play it on here. I'm gonna play it on my phone. But I do want y'all to hear this, because I want to break down what he just said, something that he just said.
It's right before I go in. Right? Now listen, let me go in, because I'm not going for it. Now this is how you know you're wrong, right? She said, I said this. I said, basically I told her when I realized she fucked my wall up and all of my stuff, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even see that she did that to the wall. I don't know how I didn't see that. I'm being totally honest with you. That's on my kids. I told her, listen, you have to pay for this shit that you destroyed in my house. If not, you gotta go back home with your parents, yo. And you're supporting, and you're trying to sabotage, attack me, and destroy me, and control me. And I'm doing nothing but being supportive. Never told you what you can and cannot do. Never been abusive. Never been trying to bother you. Never been trying to put my hands. Nothing.
See, right there. I want you guys to. I never been abusive. I never told you what to do, because this is the reason why I think he's a narcissist. Because only narcissists do shit like this. Now listen further. Now remember, he said he never tells her what to do, never was abusive. Remember those words.
You are trying to control me, and you are the fucking abuser and the aggressor. Okay? You are the abuser and the aggressor. Go.
See, the one thing narcissists always do is they always project their own demons on everybody else. They always claim what they're doing to other people is what other people is doing to them. And real quick, I want to give you the story of Narcissus. For those of you who don't know the story of Narcissus, it's a Greek story. It was a man supposedly literally named Narcissus, right? Narcissus was a so-called handsome, beautiful man. And he was very conceited. And he was very conceited with his own face, and everywhere he went, if he saw his reflection, he couldn't stop looking at it. That's how obsessed he was with himself. And he turned down the prettiest women, supposedly, because they weren't beautiful enough for him. And I guess, and one day he's walking by a pond or something, or water, the story goes, and he sees his own reflection. And long story short, the motherfucker drowned himself looking at his reflection. Either he was trying to kiss his reflection, falling in love with his own self, something like that. But the motherfucker was so conceited that he drowned himself trying to look at or embrace his own reflection in the water. That's how fucking conceited he was. Now, don't want to get off topic. Don't forget, remember what he said. Remember what he said. He said he never told her what to do. Never was abusive. None of that.
Golden has done shit like she get mad and walk by you and try to bump you. That's the shit she do.
First of all, this girl knows you're a professional fighter. Ladies, now, if you were watching my last video where I had technical difficulties, and you see the look in this man's face when he's screaming and yelling, and look how aggressive he is whenever you think she's literally bumping him in the hallway, a professional fighter? Come on now. That's probably shit he does.
Ratchet ass, no disrespect to Oakland, ratchet ass Oakland, California.
Here go the slight disrespect. Here go the compliment and disrespect. No, it's like somebody when you get a new car and somebody you get a new car and one coworker that you don't like try to compliment you and talk shit at the same time. They go, "Oh, I see you got your little car out there." You know, they're congratulating you, but they're downing your progress at the same time by adding a little. And that's what he's doing when he said no disrespect to Oakland. But ratchet ass Oakland, like, come on now, bro. You trying to cover your ass.
Okay, now, let's keep it moving. Boom. Shorty just called me, right? Now, let me show you that she wanted to talk to me, okay? Let me show y'all something. That she wanted to talk to me. I'm not going for no setup shit. Let me show y'all that she wanted to talk to me. Right? Now this her texting me. This her. Let me whatchamacallit. So I told her, if you don't replace the shit in my house, because you already violated an agreement. Don't forget we had an agreement signed since February. We've been broke up since January. I never said that we was broke up. She put it on the internet that we was broke up and then got mad because females started flocking to me. What the fuck did you think they were going to do? Now, I told her, I'm not helping you.
If this is true, peace, self-love, inner beauty. If this is true, that's some fuck shit on her behalf. You feel me? Let me rewind it back a little bit so y'all can hear it.
Now this her texting me. This her. Let me.
And if you see this video, thank you. Appreciate it. Love you. Love the support. Also, you can help me with my school drive too. If you guys want to help me out, we only got a couple weeks. I'm trying to start a school drive and get some backpacks and some little supplies for the local kids around here. So if you guys want to help out with that, the Cash App to my channel is at the bottom, and I'm going to record everything that I buy. I'm going to show receipts. I'm not going to be like these other motherfuckers. You ain't going to be able to say I was doing any type of motherfucking scamming because I'm going to always have the receipts. But thanks for the love. I really appreciate it.
If you don't replace the shit in my house, because you already violated an agreement. Don't forget we had an agreement signed since February. We've been broke up since January. I never said that we was broke up. She put it on the internet that we...
Yeah, that part right there. The whole breakup part. If that part is true, if she put on the internet first that they are broken up and she got upset because women were flocking to him because she posted it, what did you expect? This man, I think he might be a millionaire by now. What the fuck did you expect? You set yourself up for failure with that, Queen or Beauty or Golden Beauty. I guess that's her name. I don't want to disrespect the Queen. Golden Beauty, you set yourself up for that one. So, you know.
Was broke up and then got mad because females started flocking to me. What the fuck did you think they were going to do?
What the fuck did you think they were going to do?
I'm not helping you get the apartment that you're in that I'm paying for that's in my name. If you do not pay for this shit and admit that you lie.
See? This is the narcissistic shit right here. Mind you, thanks for the love. Appreciate it. I thank you, self-love, inner beauty. Appreciate the love. Mind you, now I want you guys to keep in mind, she has the kids. There is nothing that my baby mother could do that will make me take the roof from over my kid's head. My baby mom had did the dirtiest shit to me. Now, let me tell you a little background about what happened to me and my baby mom. My son right now, Junior, he is not the first Junior. He is the second Junior. Can you imagine your name being stripped from your child? Your name. I didn't even know. I had to find out from someone else. Months later, I'm calling this boy by my name. He's looking at me funny as fuck. And then on the inside, she was laughing. And then not only that, she wound up taking him from me. And I haven't seen him in almost 10 years. And I'm not going to sit here and act like I didn't play my part. But there's nothing that will stop me from putting a roof over my kid's head. In the beginning, I had so much hatred. Like I said, I pointed the finger at everybody but myself. And that's what he doesn't do. He doesn't take responsibility for his behalf. I would never, ever even threaten that to stop providing a roof over my children's head. And from what she said, he can't even handle the children. So he never said anything about him getting custody and paying for. See, notice he didn't say that. Notice he didn't say, I'm going to get custody of my kids and I'm going to stop paying for that and then you're on your own. He didn't say that. He said, I'm going to stop paying for that shit, knowing that she with the kids. That's a narcissist. That's controlling. He's trying to control her. Oh, you're going to pay for this stuff. He knows she can't pay for that shit. If you're the one supporting her, you know she can't pay for it. Check.
Because you lied on me. Admit that. Now, boom. Shorty said, now this is what she texted me, right? Now, if a motherfucker be on 100, they're not going to say this. This is at 9:43 a.m. What she said? She said,
right here.
I'm gonna read this shit.
I want y'all to listen closely.
Can you please answer? She was calling me. I was asleep. I had message. No. She was calling me, then my phone died. Can you please answer? This is important. Can you please not take your name off the lease? I'm trying. I just need a little time in somewhere stable so I can start working. I'm just trying to make sure our kids are stable and in a good place. I cannot go home to my parents. There's no room.
She's telling them about the kids.
And I said, and can I please? She said, can I please use the car to transfer our stuff, right?
Listen,
So
narcissist. You know she has the children. How is she supposed to transport her and the children around? How is she supposed to drop the kids off at daycare if that's the case and get to so she can go to work? How is she supposed to maneuver around? She has your children and you took the car from her? Sounds like a narcissist. It sounds like a narcissist to me.
Now, boom, she's calling me. Can you please answer, please? I'm literally begging you.
Listen.
I swear I will not call you anymore, right?
Listen.
Then she said, Pharaoh, I will submit to you in any way you want. Please allow me just to stay in the apartment. I will not make a single post about you anymore. I will pay for the wall. I will get a job. I will not bother you. I literally have no place to go. I really have no help. Wow.
Now, remember when he just said he never told her what to do? He let her do her. He didn't abuse her. Now, why would she say, I will submit to you and do anything you want? I will get a job. I won't bother you. What did the conversation have to be like for her to say that? Because I can only think of one way. Is him repeating these things. She had a list of things that she was going to do. So that means he has presented this list to her, and she has now submitted to it. See? This is the part everybody's missing. You got to think, you got to listen with your third eye. Stop listening with your ears. Listen with that third eye. You got to pay attention. He just told you. He never tells her what to do. He lets her do her. So if that's the case, why would she be texting you, begging you? And first of all, I would never put that out about the children of my mother. That's the children of my mother. I mean, the children of my mother. The mother of my children. I would never do that to the mother of my children. Never. I don't give a fuck what she do. She still has to take care of my children. And at the end of the day, my kids will never forgive me for disrespect. I don't give a fuck what they mama. You got to think about it. Kids don't give a fuck what their parents do to other people. That's not like Kwame said. Like Kwame Brown said about his dad. As a kid, he didn't care that his pop did what he did. He didn't care that his pop cheated or whatever he did. He just wanted his dad. And that's how kids are. Just like I was. When I was a kid, it took me to become an adult and get a good glimpse of my father. And my mother was trying to tell me this my entire life, who he was. And I wouldn't listen. And when I got older, I got a glimpse of the real man. But when I was a kid, it was nothing she could tell me. I don't give a fuck. That's my dad. And that's how kids are. So in the future, when his kids are old enough to understand these posts and understand these things, because once you put it on the internet, it's up there forever. You're going to have to explain, why did you put their mothers out like that? And then she's going to have to explain the same thing too. But I digress. Didn't he just say he never tells it? Listen, this is what narcissists do. He never tells her what to do. He lets her do her own thing. If that's the case, why would she send a text message like that? Why would she even be vulnerable enough to send a text message like that? Because he pressed her back against the wall. She's about to lose that house, and her kids are about to be out on the street, and he's causing it. Why would you take your name off the lease where your children stay? Mind you, like I said, now one of these times when he said he was going to stop doing these things, stop supporting her, did he mention taking custody of his children? So not only is he sounds like he's punishing her, he's punishing the children too. And this is the part that everybody is missing. Now listen further.
Gang, why would you say that if you were not actually fucking bothering me? Huh? Why the fuck would you say that if you did not know you were in here breaking shit? Huh?
Why would she say that if you were not in there telling her that you're bothering her, that she's bothering you? Why would she say that if you weren't telling her she needs to submit? Why would you say that if you're telling her she needs to get up and get a job? See, you got to listen. You got to listen with that third eye.
Why the fuck would you say that, okay, if you did not know you were making videos and posts about me trying to tarnish my character? Now, she texts me at 9:48, 9:57. Please, I'm sorry, I will replace the wall. So now, whatchamacallit?
And mind you, he's using this wall evidence, this wall situation as evidence to justify what happened. But remember in the beginning of the video, He said he didn't even notice the wall until afterwards. And shout out to this one, I forgot the YouTuber name. I saw a YouTuber point that out. Sometimes other people point things out. You got to give them their recognition for it. Once I get his name, because I follow him, a lot of people follow him. Short guy with dreadlocks, short little dreadlocks. Him, he pointed that out, and I caught on to it. Hold on, I'm trying to get my other screen up. Let me let some more of this play.
She said at 10:58, you know I don't take stress lightly, but please let me and the kids use the apartment. That was at 10:58. So at 12:07, I said,
why would she ask that? You gotta listen. Why would she ask that? The ancestors are abandoning this nigga. They see how he treat his queen, and they like, oh, this who we got representing us? And the reason why I'm doing this, I'm trying to show these younger men how not to treat your woman. I understand. Women can do some spiteful shit. I'm not saying she innocent. I'm not saying she innocent. And in my video, the first short that I put up, I said his baby mama put up a vid post saying he beating on her. And then the second one, I said, you lost your channel. Now your baby mom is saying you're beating on her. I never said that he was. You know, there's no physical evidence or proof of that. So I can't sit there and be like, oh, you know, he beating on her, this, that, and the third. No, that's not the case. But you got to listen hard. And this is what not to be. You don't do this thing. You never punish your children. I know it's going to be things that you got to do that you don't want to do. You don't want to be involved with her anymore. You don't want to see her, you know, eating off of your money. But that's something you got to chalk. That's an L you got to take. And you're not taking it for yourself. You're taking it for your children. So why would she ask, you know, can I use the apartment if you didn't kick her out that apartment? Why would she ask that? See, I'm using his own logic on him because he just said, why would she say this? And why would she say that? Why would she say those other things too? If that wasn't true.
I do not trust you. You have already violated me in multiple contracts. What did she say? Thank you.
Now, I know marriage is a contract. You know, it's a basically like a contract. But he's talking about literal contracts. And mind you, in the beginning, he said something about, oh, you broke agreements. Now he's talking about contracts. He got his baby mom, the mother of his children, under contracts. I can see prenups, but you got her under contracts. Prenup is a contract, basically, but knowing his ass, he probably got her under some narcissistic. He probably got her under a slave contract or some shit like that. What contract could he be talking about? Because the only contracts you sign in relationships are prenups, basically marriages, and slave contracts. And I'm not saying that's the case, but what contract are you talking about? And it's weird. How many of y'all got contracts in your relationships? Because he's talking about literal contracts, and you can tell. Because he keeps throwing out these terms, agreements, contracts. Sounds like a narcissist that's trying to cover his tracks.
Right? Thank you.
So, and the ancestors are showing his true colors.
Let's continue to go down the messages. Right? So, she said, at 4:26, you see that? 426, what does that say? Can you call when you are alone? Can you call when you are alone?
Why would she want you to call while you're alone? You got to listen carefully and break this shit down. Why would she call if you're not, want you to call when you're alone? Because you act differently around certain people. You can tell by, if you watch young Pharaoh or follow him, you can tell by his videos, you can see his ego gradually grow as time goes on, to a point where this nigga sound like, he thinks everybody should bow down to him. And you can see it in his ways. Now I done broke down a lot of narcissists. It's only 9 minutes into the video. It's a 30-minute video. And I already broke down several red flags. If this was a red flag, these were red flags in an NFL game, the ref would be like, I'm out of flags. I got to disqualify this motherfucker. And it's the first quarter.
When you are alone, let me zoom in. Can you call when you are alone? Now, why the fuck would
and
you
right here,
call when I'm alone?
If you watch the video, he says, let me zoom in. Why didn't he zoom in on those other text messages where it was supposedly in somebody's inbox? And he only zooms in for a second. Let me zoom in. That's what he does. He said, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. That's what he did. Damn, this moving my arm shit around hurt like a motherfucker, yo. But that's what he did. And as I said before, if you watch young Pharaoh in his previous videos, when he want to show some receipts, that nigga puts those receipts up on the screen. He may show you some shit on his phone, but whatever's on that phone, he'll put that shit up right on the screen right next to his face, so you can see it clearly. Why isn't he not doing that?
Cool. Now she called me. We talked. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what was said. But you see, she sent me this video. Okay, and I said, I don't care. I'm not watching. She said, please do. Right now, I said, I'm not on that. She said, okay. I said, never was. Should have never been anything in the first place. I've been telling you, stay off the internet since Miami with Yogini. When I told y'all she went on the internet doing that bullshit with Yogini, I said, I'm good. She said, both of us, but you are.
But you never tell her what to do. See how the real young Pharaoh comes in and out? He just told us he never tells her what to do. And by the way, I said this in my previous video, this is nicotine. This is not marijuana. But he just told her, I just told you to stay off the internet. And I wonder how he told her. I wonder, the way he told her, how he did it. Listen to how he's talking. Listen to how he is. I wonder how he did it. Bitch, stay off the internet. No, I don't think he would call her a bitch, because not one time has he called her out her name. I do give him that. Not one time has he called her out her name. Publicly. But narcissists are great. Narcissists are great at hiding their true selves. I don't know about y'all, but anybody ever watch Dexter? And you ever see the Trinity Killer? The dude from Third Rock from the Sun? That was my shit. Dexter too. He blended in. Their whole life is based around faking their image. And they perfect it. These are people that should have been actors because they're acting They're 24/7. Whenever they're not alone, they're acting. And that's what he sounds like to me. And the ancestors are backing away from him. Because when the ancestors want to bless you, they blessed you. And it looks like he was doing the right thing. He was steering the right course in the beginning. You can see him. He was rising. He was doing great. I was following this nigga. Even though I thought he was real conceited and beside himself, because you talking about you spiritual and you up here, but you allow people to pull you down to their level. You know, you can't be a leader doing that shit. And you can't be for the people disrespecting the people. And then all of a sudden he switched on this I'm not black shit and Trump shit. You can see right then, once he, got big and started switching up and trying to get that white money, because first he was cracker this, cracker that. And you can see that the ancestors said, whoa, maybe we misread him. Maybe this isn't the right person to represent us. And now he's seeing their raft. They have taken their hands off of him. In the beginning, when I first saw him, I saw his video on Sinetta TV. And that was a sign right there, his situation with Sinetta. When they said he did try to steal their subscribers to get their own shit started. I don't know if that allegedly, but if that's true, that's some fucked up shit. Yo, I'm live. Thank you. My damn daughter. But anyway, where was I at? Yeah, if that situation with Sinetta was true, that's some fuck shit. And you can tell that the ancestors first had that one in the beginning when I saw him on Sinetta debating with the elders, and he was giving it to them, especially in the metaphysics, because the elders were talking about some old evolution shit. And he broke down some metaphysics shit on him. And the way he did it was he was confident. And I'm like, the ancestors put their hands on this young man right here. He's going far. He's going very far. And then this nigga just went left. Like, he just went left. And then you can see slowly the ancestors start taking their hands off of him. One by one. One by one. And he probably got like one or two of them still on his back. Like, look, man, maybe we can bring him back. And I got my hand on your back too. Because this is out of love. This isn't to disrespect you. This isn't for no clout. I'm trying to hold a mirror up to you, young Pharaoh. I want you to see. Because sometimes it takes for you to crash, burn, and fall, and somebody to point that shit out for you to see it. You understand?
Right. I said, whatchamacallit?
Whatchamacallit? You trying to think of a lie.
There's no need to argue right or wrong because I am simply accepting everything for what it is and moving on. She said it was never about right or wrong. It was about reflecting on how we could have did things differently and confronting the ego. The ego blinds us. I appreciate our relationship because it made me aware of what it was. But I know you were not, but I know you are not in the space to have those deep conversations or even want me, or even want to with me, and I'm going to respect that. Now, why is this important? Let me tell you what the conversation was. I told her I didn't record the conversation because I don't move like that. I'm going to tell you some shit to your motherfucking face. Straight the...
My nigga, every text message is recorded. It's a message. Once you write it down and send it, that's recorded.
fuck up. I don't gotta do sneak shit like that. So I'm gonna tell you how the conversation went, and Golden will tell you that I told her I didn't.
Oh, he talking about a phone call.
That girl admitted on that motherfucking conversation that we just had, the one where she asked me to talk to her where I'm alone. She admitted that she was in her ego. She admitted. I asked her, "What's wrong with you?" Listen, then I asked her just like this. Let me show you how I asked her. Baby girl, what's up? What's wrong? What's wrong with you? Why you acting like that? Like where you trying? What's up? Why you acting like that?
That's not how he acts. So you know it.
About how you grew up. Talk to me about your parents. I'm not gonna tell nobody. What's wrong with?
Talk to me about your parents. I'm not gonna tell nobody. But you're hinting that there's a situation with her parents by saying that. You see there? Narcissism. I'm sorry, I'm looking down because my neck is getting real. It's starting to hurt more than I move around. But you see the narcissism. He know he ain't talk to her like that.
What you going through? Why you acting like this? Answer. Her parents did the best they could with what they knew. Okay? And she felt like her whole life she had to go hard to be able to express herself. And I thought, okay, I can understand that. But I'm not the one that's telling you you can't express yourself. Apparently, because all I do is express myself. Cool. So.
See, why would she feel like she can't express herself around him? You notice he says, he's about expressing himself, right? But with people, narcissists like that, their ego is too big for anybody around them to be able to express themselves. If you're ever around a narcissist, you're never able to express yourself. Anytime you tell a story, they're going to interrupt your story, one up in that story. Because that's how big their ego is. That's exactly how big their ego is. I had to fix my thing real quick.
Guess what it comes down to? Oh, I'm sorry, I was in my ego. And sometimes I don't know why I can't just override my ego, blah, blah, blah. So let me show you what a motherfucker did in their ego. They tarnished my character, tarnished my brand, came into my home, destroyed my shit, refused to fucking leave. Was super combative, okay? I had to call 911. She didn't call 911. I called 911. Not her.
Narcissists do that. You called 911 to cover your tracks. You snapped out, allegedly snapped out in a way and showed your true demons. And you probably caught yourself and like, oh shit, let me call the cops. Because everybody knows the first person to call the cops, the other one's going to jail. We all know that. So I'm thinking that's why he called the cops. Because why would you? I'm not calling the cops on my big. Like, come on. You're a professional fighter. There are restraints you can use without harming the woman. You can stop her from breaking shit without harming her. So, only way I can think of, me calling the cops is to cover my own ass. That's the only thing I can think of. Hey, I just told y'all I'm live. Thank you.
Okay? She could have left. It took the police like 20, probably 15 fucking minutes to get here because they probably didn't want to come. I can imagine. I don't want them to come. They got better shit to be doing with their lives than dealing with bullshit. Boom.
Police didn't come because they probably knew your asses was black. But if they knew that y'all was black in the white neighborhood, they would have been in there, and they've been there 30 seconds. Woo! What's going on? Everybody on the ground. Everybody that went to jail. He'd have dragged his ass out his own house by his drink. Like, everybody on the fucking floor, they're robbing the house.
She chose not to leave. That girl sat in the fucking driveway until they came. Okay? Trying to get views on Instagram Live. Trying to get famous on Instagram Live. All that extra shit she talking about in that video, okay?
Maybe she wanted proof and evidence that you did do what you did. Because I'm not going to lie. You can tell the way she was out of breath, the way her, the veins and shit was sticking out her face, and her face was all puffy. You can tell that she was just in an altercation. From the looks, she was in an alleged altercation. Now, I'm not going to say it wasn't from her breaking shit up, because I've seen women break shit up and hurt themselves while doing it. And I broke some shit up and hurt myself while doing it. And I'm not saying that it was from him dragging her out the house and kicking her in the head. Because what I'm going to keep it being, that man's a professional fighter. If he'd have kicked her in the head, he would have knocked her the fuck out. She wouldn't have been doing no lives. So I really don't believe that part. She wouldn't have been able to do no lives. If she did do a live, she'd have been in a complete daze if he kicked you in your head. I'm going to tell you that now. But the shit not adding up. This whole thing is just making him look more guilty.
I didn't even watch it. I don't even watch that shit because I don't engage in drama. I didn't even know she said this shit till today. She's in a motherfucking video today. She's in a video talking about telling the police, oh, he don't want us to get in and out, let me get my stuff, and I don't want to let me get my kids, and he don't want to watch the kids. First of all, everybody know I love my kids. Miss me with that. Second of all, I told you not to come in here. I told you I would bring the kids to you for this exact reason, because you start shit. Because you start shit. You start shit. This reason. Now, we got the whole motherfucking world looking at me like I'm a woman beater. We got the whole motherfucking world looking at me like I'm abusive. We got the whole motherfucking world looking at me trying to demonize me. But yeah, behind the scenes, you still talk, and you still want to talk though. You still want to fuck with me though. You want to apologize though. So my thing is this: you're not going to creep your way back in here.
My bad, y'all.
After that shit, in private after that shit, you just put golden.
My bad, y'all. My daughter was knocking on my door. I had to see what she was doing, what she wanted. I think she one of her toys was in here in my computer room. But let me go back a little bit, see what he was just saying.
Said this shit till today. She's in a motherfucking video today. She's in a video talking about telling the police, oh, he don't want us to get in and out, let me get my stuff, and I don't want to let me get my kids, and he don't want to watch the kids. First of all, everybody know I love my kids. Miss me with that. Second of all, I told you not to come in.
I'm going to keep it a being. It don't look like you love your kids, homeboy. You're threatening to jeopardize their well-being. You took the car away from her so she cannot do the things she needs to do for your kids. You kicked them out the house. I'm going to keep it a being. Me and my baby mom break up every other motherfucking day. And I don't kick her out the house. You take your ass in that room with them, or I'll go in another room. Because I'm not going to jeopardize the roof over my children's head. And what I say is, you can stay here until you're able to get your own shit. And that's the situations that we have. I never kick her ass out. I would never kick her out on the street with my children. And if I am pissed off enough to kick her ass out, my kids ain't going. But if you're really in African spirituality, you're not going to really do that to your queen. I've made plenty of threats to my queen that I know that I'm not going to do. I know I'm not going to actually do. Some of the threats, yes. She fuck around, yes. But as far as kicking her and my kids out with nowhere to go, You can miss me with that bullshit. There's a way to not be together with someone and still be functional parents. And I can be a living testament to that.
In here, I told you I would bring the kids to you for this exact reason, because you start shit. Because you start shit. You start shit. This reason. Now, we got the whole motherfucking world looking at me like I'm a woman beater. We got the whole motherfucking world looking at me like I'm abusive. We got the whole motherfucking world looking.
See, this is the narcissism. If I'm going through a situation with my baby mom, I don't give a fuck what the whole world got, what I'm looking like to the whole world. I wouldn't even have responded to the shit. Because the less I respond and the calmer I am, the crazier she would look. If he would have stayed quiet the entire time, more people would be on his side. Because I know how it is. People automatically believe the women in most cases. Most cases. I'm not saying all the time. But in most cases, the woman is always believed. Without even having any evidence. But in this case, you can't say that. Because you're responding and your responses ain't adding up. And it's making you look like a true narcissist. You're erratic. You're double talking. You're trying to manipulate the crowd. That's all signs of narcissism. You're trying to persuade us to think a certain way. Same way she is. Or maybe it really happened, allegedly really happened. And she was trying to get her evidence. Who knows? What's done in the dark will come into the light.
Looking at me, trying to demonize me.
Nigga, you are a demon.
Behind the scenes, you still talking. You still want to talk, though. You still want to fuck with me, though. You want to apologize, though. So my thing is this. You're not going to creep your way back in here on private after that shit. You just put, Golden. You are going to make a motherfucking video apologizing for your shit.
See? How the fuck do not anybody else see the narcissism in that? Now he's telling her. He's basically telling her and the world, I'm not going to pay for anything. I'm going to leave you out in the street. You can't use my car. I'm going to make you homeless. And you can't come back unless you go and make a video apologizing. So he doesn't want her to apologize to him because that apology doesn't matter. He wants the world to see her apologize. If that's not a narcissist, I don't know what the fuck is. It sounds like a total narcissist.
Just like you made a video lying on me, trying to demonize me because you were fucking wrong and don't want to take accountability for your actions and you rather frame me. Nobody's going to frame me. Now, if you don't make it, if she doesn't make it, fine. Because I don't want this shit on the internet anyway. She put this shit on the internet as she knows. She knows. I didn't tell y'all we was broke up. Who told y'all that? Golden. Am I lying? Nope. I didn't make a video first and start talking shit. I defended myself. Responding to another nigga who had a piece of clip that she made. I didn't cause this chaos. I didn't try to sabotage her brand. I didn't try to stop her bag. I didn't try to slander her motherfucking image. She tried to do that to me. She tried to do that to me. And this is why I will never trust.
See, he's lying. He's lying. This motherfucker is lying to our faces. He said he's not trying to slander her. He's not trying to sabotage her image. What the fuck is this video? You just made her look homeless. You made her look broke. You made her look lazy. You made her look erratic. You made her look like she has no family support. How is that not tarnishing her and slandering her? See what I mean? It's double talk. And I caught this shit right away. He's not being genuine. How the fuck nobody else see this?
You bitches. Yes, motherfuckers, bitches. Fuck is you talking about? Now, with that being said, she don't gotta make a video admitting that she lied. Because me and her know she lied. And as long as me and her know what the fuck it is, we know what the fuck it is. I don't go fuck with nobody think about me. Now, y'all know how I'm rocking. Now, with that being said,
he just said he don't give a fuck with nobody. See? The double talking. He just said he don't give a fuck when nobody think about him, but yet you just said she needs to make a video apologizing. And he just said, now I look like a wife beater. I look like this to the world. Sounds like you give a fuck to me. You wouldn't have responded to her if you didn't give a fuck about what people think. You got to care what people think because this is where you're getting your money from. See, he does what Hassan Campbell does in a way. But at least Hassan Campbell tells the truth and says that he's lying for views. You sitting here talking about you don't give a fuck. That's where you get your money from. So how do you not care? If people see you in a negative light, you make no money. How do you not care? See, the fans, the subscribers just let them lie to them. They fall for the shit. Anybody can sound smart to a dummy. Not saying that his subscribers are dumb. But there are a lot of dumb people out there. Look at Hassan Campbell's subscribers. They got to be at least pedophile-ish or a little bit slow to keep donating to him. This man threatened to, he talk about, he advocates for children and he's for the youth, but he threatened to rape children. He's admitted to touching children. He's done millions of things that will make anyone with a rational mind stop supporting it, but they still do.
I just want to show y'all how dangerous women are. How many niggas is in jail right now because he allegedly raped somebody? How many niggas is in jail right now because they allegedly be beating women the fuck up? This bitch tried to feed me to the white man.
Now he's talking about the white man, and he just called her a bitch. See? Now the real young Pharaoh is coming out. Now he's talking about, oh, he tried to feed me to the white man. But just a few videos back, you was all about I'm not black, and everybody this, that, and the third. We're all one race. Donald Trump this. Now it's feed you to the white man. Don't try to come back here for our support now. You was just over there with them white folks. Now you're trying to talk about this black power shit? Feed me to the white man? Then you just say you're not black. Don't call you black. When Kim means black, Kemet means black, Set means black. Now you want to be black. Now you want our attention. See what I'm saying? It's niggas like him that'll get up there with those white folks and then try to come back to us when they in trouble.
Facts. Try to feed me to the system. Facts.
The system.
Lie on me and get me locked the fuck up. When I threw Shorty out of here, okay? Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, she definitely got threw the fuck out of here. Facts. Facts.
So, right there, boom, he's admitting to putting his hands on her. That's all the evidence I need. He said he threw her out of there. She said he dragged her out the house. Damn, keep doing that. He dragged her out the house. He just said she definitely, let me rewind it back for you. She definitely got thrown out the house. He admitted to throwing her out the house. So for all of you guys who said alleged, that's admission right there of putting his hands on her.
How many niggas is in jail right now because he allegedly raped somebody? How many niggas is in jail right now because they allegedly be beating women the fuck up? This bitch tried to feed me to the white man.
Here's the real young Pharaoh.
Tried to feed me to the system. Facts. Tried to lie on me and get me locked the fuck up. When I threw Shorty out of here, okay? Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, she definitely got threw the fuck out of here. Facts. And it's on camera. Yes. So there is a video of me holding my phone like this, dragging her the fuck out of here. She needs to get the fuck out of here. And I'm on camera, and I'm calm, and I'm saying I'm in control. And I threw her ass out of here. Facts. Because she was in here wilding.
Wow. See? Narcissist. He's trying to justify throwing her out the house. I was calm. I'm in control. Oh, that's like me walking up to you and punching you in your face. Bro, what the fuck? I'm in control. I'm not angry. Bro, what the fuck? I'm in control. I'm calm. I'm in control. I'm in control. That doesn't justify your actions. What the fuck? Did you just hear? Let me run it back. This nigga said, I'm in control. I'm calm. I'm in control. Like that really clears him from dragging her out the house by her hair, allegedly.
Period. Now, lock the fuck up. When I threw Shorty out of here, okay? Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, she definitely got threw the fuck out of here. Facts.
Admission.
Facts. And it's on camera. Yes. So there
is
a video
on camera, so it's evidence.
Holding my phone like this, dragging her the fuck out of here. She needs
so
to get
he
the fuck out
recorded himself doing it.
And I'm on camera, and I'm calm, and I'm saying I'm in control. And I threw her ass out of here. Facts. Because she was in here wilding. Period. Now.
Oh, shit. Did you hear what this nigga said?
Screaming loud as hell, trying to make a scene.
Nigga, he said he dragged her out the house, recording himself, holding his phone, say, I'm in control, while he's dragging her out of the house. So you tell me, does that justify it? Does that sound like a narcissist to you? It does to me. I'm going to play a little bit more, and I'm going to end this shit, because he didn't already, you don't even got to watch the whole video to know that he buried himself. You know, he buried himself with this video. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, because there's always three sides to every story. And he did more damage than he was doing repair.
You know I'm in a white neighborhood. No disrespect to my white neighbors. No disrespect. You know I'm in a white neighborhood.
Now all of a sudden there's no disrespect to the white neighbors. But she just tried to, they're the white man. A few seconds ago, there's a system. But now there's no disrespect to the white neighbors. See?
Shorty trying to get me locked up. Trying to make a scene, going hard. All that extra shit.
What do you mean you put your hands on her? You dragged her out the house. And allegedly kicked her in the head, which I still don't think so. I mean, he might have lightly kicked her. He might have gave her a tap. But there's no evidence of that. But there is evidence that he dragged her out the house by his own admission, and he admitted to recording it. So I'm guessing he really did. This wasn't the first time he put his hands on her.
All that extra shit, because you know I do everything in my power to fucking avoid the United States government. So, my thing is this. I do not trust you. Will never trust her, ever. Will never.
How you try to avoid the government and you just was talking, see, this how you know he was scamming off of the money. Talking about he was suing YouTube. You don't want to be, you want to avoid the government, but you gotta deal with the government in order to sue YouTube. You gotta deal with the government in order to sue Brother Polite. Remember, I want my bag. And the one thing I want to say about this video too, he on something. He got drug addict ticks. Drug addicts have a certain tick or a certain thing that they do constantly. It's a nervous tick. It's like they feel like they got it's written all over their face. So it's a nervous tick that they do to try to cover their tracks. He does two of them. He's always with his nose, and he constantly with his tongue. All fucking day. Never got his tongue in his mouth. Always licking the corner of his mouth. Like, who want to kiss somebody? You got the crust from the corner of your mouth on your tongue all day. Who the fuck is kissing him? Like, you got the crust from the corner of your mouth on your tongue all fucking day. Who wipes the crust who does it with their tongue? Everybody else gets a napkin and wipe their mouth off. Who licks it's fucking disgusting. But that's a fiend tick. If you watch the video, he's constantly with his nose and he like a lizard or a snake or something. Maybe that's the ancestor showing the snake in him.
Fuck with her ever. I let her keep the apartment that's in my name that I'm paying for. Yeah.
See, he continues to lie to us. He said he let her keep the apartment, but you just told us that you're taking the apartment and you're taking it out of her name. You just said that she asked you not to take it out of her name. She just asked you to let her stay at the apartment.
I did tell her we're going to swap that car out in a week or two. She's not. It's a wrap. That car is going back. She will have a vehicle though, but it won't be no $70,000 vehicle. I'm not going to get her no bucket shit or no bum shit. But you will have a vehicle, but not that one. Now, and I'm telling y'all this.
You're being petty. You already paid for the fucking vehicle. Like, who cares? Like, you're being petty. You're trying to downgrade her life. And not only are you downgrading her life, you're downgrading your children's life. You don't give a fuck about your kids. That's all I'm saying is he don't give a fuck. He just wants somebody to bow down to him so he can control them. And he's using his assets, his money to do so. Just a little bit more and I'm done. I don't even want to listen to this motherfucker no more.
Same thing I told her, so we're all on the same page. Just want to be public. I'm not talking to her directly at all. She will speak to my assistant at all times. We don't have shit to talk about outside them kids. I do not trust her at all. She's a setup artist. And she made a comment on the way out of here talking about, I'm going to take half of everything you got in child support. So my thing is this. Either you're police, either you're...
I wonder why she would want to take half of his shit. Look at all the shit that he's doing. Look at all the shit that he's doing. Why wouldn't she want to take all? I would take all his shit. Look at the shit he's doing. Look at all the shit that he's putting her through. Look at all the shit that he's putting. Sorry, y'all, I'm typing a new title. But look at all the shit that he's putting her through. He took the car. He's talking about downgrading the car. He's talking about taking his name off the lease of the apartment. He's talking about all types of, she got to apologize. Like, bro, you on some fuck shit right now. And he think this shit is making him look good. It's not making you look good, bro. Like, you really on some fuck shit. Like, you really on some old fuck shit, my nigga. Who does this? Who does this?
You're a fucking setup artist, or you a grimy motherfucker who cannot control their emotions, and you try to destroy people, okay? And you try to sabotage people, but be their friend behind the scene. So I want to say this. To every female defending her, how the fuck stupid do you look now? Just jumping on the next motherfucker bandwagon without no motherfucking receipts, okay? How the fuck stupid do you look, okay?
Actually, I'm gonna stop it right there. Actually, they don't look stupid at all. They look right. What receipts did you present? Because this is what I'm trying to figure out in this whole entire situation. Because this is supposed to be a video of receipts. Okay? So, what receipts did he present? All he did was flash his camera in front of the screen. He showed like 2 seconds of a glimpse of one text message that he might have been telling the truth about. He proved and basically admitted to saying that he's going to take his name off the leash of the apartment. He took the car. He's talking about he's swapping it out for a downgrade. He's downgrading her life. And he also admitted to putting his hands on her on camera and try to justify it by saying, I'm calm. Boy, if that's not a fucking narcissist, if that is not a narcissist, then I do not have a clue on what is. And the ancestors have totally, completely have abandoned him. They have completely taken their hands off of him. Completely taken their hands off of him. They said, I'm not dealing with you. There may be 1 or 2 ancestors with their hand on him still, saying, you know what, maybe we can bring him back. And I'm putting my hand on you now too, good brother. I'm putting my hands on you now too, good brother. And I'm trying to bring you back. I'm trying to hold this mirror up to you and show you the error of your ways. Because that's what we need to do in the Black community. We need to hold mirrors up to each other, not tear each other down. Hold a mirror up. Tell each other the truth. Look, good brother, you look and you sound like a fucking narcissist right now. You want some super nut shit. Now, I don't know what this money did to your ego. Well, he always had an ego. But the money fueled the fire. His ego was the motherfucking gas and the money was the flame. No, his ego was the flame and the money was the motherfucking gas. And when he started getting them donations, that money started pouring in. That money started pouring in. And it added flame to his motherfucking ego. And it burned up his soul. That flame lit and burned up his soul. Young Pharaoh, I hope you see the error of your ways. And young men, I hope you see out there what not to do in this situation. No matter what, you don't jeopardize your children. No matter what, you don't put your hands on your queen. Well, I can't say that. There's certain situations if you're trying to like restrain her, hold her arms from stopping her from breaking shit and hitting you, that's different. If you're not harming her when you're doing it, that's different. Okay? But you should never put your hands on your woman. If you feel as though you want her ass beat, go get your cousin. Go get your sister. I got sisters. I got cousins. So before I go off and put my hands on the mother of my children, I'll let my sister or somebody deal with that shit. If it ever gets to that point. I would never take a vehicle away from her and downgrade the mother of my children's life. That's petty, spiteful shit. He claims he's up here spiritually. But anybody up there in spirituality would know never to stoop down to anybody else's level, because that's only going to bring you bad energy. And that's what he's inviting to himself. He's trying to say all good vibes over here. And he's been inviting bad energy with himself ever since he started going back and forth and banging with people on Facebook. See, the one thing I'm not going to ever do, if I ever get to the status of these other people, I'm not going to go back and forth with these niggas. Because that's what they want. I'm not going to go back and forth with these niggas. I'm going to say what I got to say, and that's it. I'm not doing the internet beef because, if I see one of these niggas and something happen, I ain't going to leave a bunch of evidence on the motherfucking internet for those to see and analyze. Fuck that. Not saying that I want to beef with another black man. That's the last thing I want to do. I made a vow to myself that I would never beef with another black man again. And I plan on keeping that. Right, what I'm doing right now, there ain't no beef. I see a brother that's looking, he's misrepresenting us and our ancestors. And I'm checking him. I don't know this nigga personally. If I had his number, I'd call him like, yo, you tripping. But the only way to, communicate is do this. He probably still won't see this shit. Hopefully he do. But that's all the time I got for y'all today. I need to go put some heat on my back and take some of these muscle relaxers they gave me. See how that works. Y'all pray for me. It's your boy, the Brenda Baby, your host with the most, the one and only. Now you heard it from me first. Don't let nobody take that slogan. I am the Brenda Baby. I'm your host, Remiel Ma'at. You are now tuned into Ma'at TV. I see you when I see you. Till then, peace.